Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually on the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research. Try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and this is the House of Surrati. House of Surrati is one of the oldest, if not the oldest, perfume houses from Middle East, from Saudi Arabia, and they have a super extensive perfume lineup in their portfolio, hundreds if not thousands. Their main business is perfume oils, and they're still today producing perfume oils mainly, but they have some eau de toilette, eau de parfums and things like that in their portfolio, which this one is one of them, and this one is called the Surrati The Afgano EDP Perfume 100ml. United Kingdom you can find it around £50 if you can find it, because in United Kingdom it's quite hard to find. Obviously in Middle East it's much easier to find, but here it's quite hard, so you need to be patient if you are interested. And I paid under £50 for it. For that price, it smells super good. There is just one caveat which I'll cover in a bit. So in terms of presentation, very simple presentation, very down to earth, nothing special, both in terms of box and a bottle. But the juice itself smells great. In terms of smell profile, great. In terms of performance, not so great. So I was expecting, because it's eau de parfum and it's Surrati, and Surrati are very famous and very, very well known for their oils, I thought they're going to put some good oil in here, making it a beast mode, but unfortunately it's not a beast mode. On my skin went over 6 hours. On the materials like t-shirt goes over 8 hours. So it's not a bad performer, but it's not a good performer either. I was expecting more, especially for the smell profile, which is quite resinous, dense, and ambery and woody, and all these things. It should have been a beast mode. Anyway, so 6 to 8 hours, 6 hours on the skin, 8 hours on t-shirt, which is not bad, it's okay. So in terms of performance, is moderate to good. In terms of projection, similar story. For 1 hour you get an arm length of projection for 1 hour, and after that slowly subside. We always have a good bubble, good cloud, and a good trail. If you go a little bit heavy on trigger, I went 6 or 7, and that the performance I got from it. But if you go up to 10 sprays of it, probably get better performance. So in terms of performance, is moderate to good. It's not a beast mode. It's not a huge performer. But smell wise, it smells great. So smells woody, spicy, earthy, balsamic, resinous. What else? The amber is very deep and dense in here, and also boozy aspect to it, which is quite interesting. Boozy and also nutty, and also we get a hint of petroleum notes in here. For some reason he gets that. Is it a violet leaf in here? Could be, but giving a hint of petroleum note, not too much overall, it's just there a little bit. But what a smell! Earthy, woody, what else? Herbal, tobacco, leafy, grassy. Goodness me, complex. For a cheapie is very complex. The only letdown for me, which is not a letdown by big margin, but I wanted to be a beast mode, but it wasn't. So if you don't want it to be not to be a beast mode, moderate to good performer, this is an amazing fragrance, especially for a mature nose. So this is quite mature. I would say 25 and up, easy, if not 30 years older, because it's very, very mature, is complex, is Middle Eastern, is Oriental, and all these things given an edge. If you're given it a little bit of artistic, realistic, like you are in the middle of wood, and this wood is quite dark and it's quite damp, and in the same time people are cutting woods, and you can smell that fresh cut wood from it. It got a little bit of pepperiness as well to it. Yeah, it's got a hint of pepperiness as well. I'm not sure where does that come from. It's got fizzy, peppery, especially in the first beginning when it opens up. It's quite fizzy and peppery. So it's quite complex. In terms of spices, I can smell cumin in here. I can smell some cinnamon. I can smell nutmeg. And also in the base is a big oud in here, but the oud is very safe and mellow and universally palated. But hint of animalicness, which is coming from the leather. The leather in here is quite hint of animal, not too much, okay, just a hint of animalicness from the leather. The leather in here is quite rugged, dark leather, and that's giving it the hint of animalicness. So if you like the description I gave you with all these notes and accords, you will like this. Otherwise it will not be for you, because I absolutely love it. I'm a middle-aged man, I'm a Middle Eastern man, I'm a person who's been around fragrances for a long time, so this is up my alley. Absolutely loving it. So if you can't find it, there is an alternative to it, because yesterday when I was wearing it, I was thinking it reminds me of something. What is that? And then it hits me, and that is from the house of Orientica, and this one is called Orientica Malik Al Oudh Dhahab. So Malik Al Oudh Dhahab, which means gold. Okay, so this one, Malik Al Oudh Dhahab, I'll put the name in the description. If you're interested, you can go and do your research. This one in United Kingdom is again is quite hard to find. On eBay you can find it under £50, but Orientica themselves, they don't have it for some reason. I don't know why. Is it disconnected? Discontinued? I'm not sure. But this one is another beauty. It's quite similar to this in terms of smell profile. The only thing is this one's got little bit bigger leather in here than this. So the leather, which is quite aromatic and dark leather in here, is not apparent in here. Otherwise, the rest of the notes, the rest of the composition are very, very similar. I would say around 80 to 90% similar to each other. So when I smelled this, it reminded me of this one very strongly. And when I showed it to wife, she agreed to it as well. She said they are very, very close. But what a beauty. This one is same as this one. Woody, ambery, musky, sweetness. And the sweetness in this one and this one, both of these on the moderate side, and it's coming from dried fruits, not fresh fruits, dry fruits like raisin, like dates, things like that. Okay, so there are sweetness into them, but they are not fresh sweet, and also they are dry fruit sweet, and also hint of maybe tonka bean and vanilla in both of these, but they're not listing in the note breakdown, but I can smell something in the background there. So overall, very, very close to each other. And in terms of presentation, obviously Orientica wins it, because look at this beautiful bottle, very, very gorgeous bottle. In terms of everything about it, is just shout quality. The Surrati one is very, very minimalistic and very simple, but don't forget the juice in there is an amazing juice. So in terms of performance, both are similar performance. So both of them go on my skin, my environment, my nose, my climate. Both go on the skin over 6 hours, on t-shirt and material over 8 hours. So very, very similar in terms of performance. They both do the Perfume, but they're not, both of them, they're not beast mode. They're good to moderate to good performance, both of these. In terms of projection, similar story. So for the Afgano, what they are listing is very minimalistic in terms of note breakdown. They are listing amber and oud, tobacco, balsamic notes, woody and animalic notes, and this is what they're saying. And for the Orientica Malik Al Oudh Dhahab, don't forget there is a Malik Al Oudh and there is Malik Al Oudh Dhahab, which means Malik Al Oudh gold. This one is a gold virgin. So for this one, they are listing the notes. They're saying musk, cedar, herbal notes, amber, patchouli and vanilla. So very very similar to each other, okay, in terms of the note breakdown. In both of them I can smell something in the base which is like a vanillic, but they're not big, but they are in the background. The patchouli in both of them give a hint of earthiness, hint of herbalness as well. And the amber in both of these are very deep dense amber, so you need to like your deep dense amber, like spicy, deep, dense, resinous and dark ambers in here. In terms of wood, both of these got oud in them, which I'm not mentioning in here. And the oud in both of them are quite a safe oud. None of them are animalic or barnyard or funky or any of that. But in the Afghano, you get a little bit of that animalic leather, which is missing in Orientica Malik Al Oudh Dhahab. So this is the only difference I could find in both of these. Otherwise, everything else almost identical, like identical from the same jar basically you put in them. So both of these are very very good for cooler weather, although you can wear them in autumn and spring as well, but I think in high heat they might be cloying. In terms of age, as I said, both of these are 25 and up, maybe even 30 and up, because they are very oriental, very complex fragrances, and they smell very Eastern style of perfumery basically. And occasion wise, they're both very very versatile. You can dress them up, dress them down, special occasion, casual, daytime, nighttime, formal occasion, anything you want. It's just they are very very good for that. They are super versatile. And in terms of gender, both of these are targeted unisex, and to my nose both of are unisex. The only thing is the Afghano one is a hint of unisex, yes, but a hint of masculinity to it. But Orientica Malik Al Oudh Dhahab is completely unisex, bang in the middle, anybody can wear it, because that lack of that hint of leatheriness in the base is not there, and that makes it very very unisex. So both of these, if you can find them for a good price, I paid for both of these under £50. For that price, both of these are very very good, especially if you like your oriental fragrances, your Middle Eastern fragrances, your Eastern style of fragrance perfumery. These are, mamma mia, just delicious, okay, at least for me, for my taste, for my age, for my experience. For you, you need to know what you like and what you dislike, and that comes with experience, it comes with time, it comes with age. And if you've been around fragrances for a long time and you know exactly what you want, and you know exactly what you dislike, you like, then you are one of those people who know what kind of fragrances is good for them. But if you're on the fence, I don't think any of these are blind buy safe. So you need to like what I describe and be adventurous and be open-minded. If you're a person who is only to fresh fragrances and you don't like any other genre, these are not for you. But if you're like me, if you like all kind of fragrances, look at behind me, I have all sorts of fragrances from all genres, all perfumery categories, and this one is one of my favorite genre of perfumery, which are Oriental, Eastern style of perfumery, and very Middle Eastern ones. Okay guys, so this was the review or update for the Afghano by Surrati, but I talked about this beauty as well, which is Orientica Malik Al Oudh Dhahab, are very very similar features, as I said, around 80 to 90% similarity to each other. Thank you very much as always for joining me. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable or entertaining, don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. As far as I know, these two never, not even Fragrantica. On Fragrantica, yes, the Malik Al Dhahab is there. Malik Al Oudh Dhahab by Orientica, but the other one is not there. And both of these, nobody reviewed them on YouTube or anywhere else. So I'm the only one basically. Okay, so if you don't forget, please do me a favor to keep me in this endeavor, to keep me surviving, to keep me stay afloat. Please like this video, subscribe, which is free, share this video with others, and comment. All these things will help this channel to keep and coming back And if you want to purchase one of my own perfumes, those are ultra beast mode, 100% natural, amazing value for money, and they are very artistic, very unique perfumes, and I leave them in the link. But you need to live in United Kingdom in order to purchase them. They are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in United Kingdom. And I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker, nobody else is involved. Thank you very much as always, and I'll see you later. Bye, bye, bye.